Okay, we're just looking at your final exam on the last topics on money, similar triangles, and geometric reasoning. Okay, so just go through it. So this one here, she invested 4,500, and we're looking for the value of the investment. So the only answer that makes any sense is that one, in that the investment's gone up. So what we do is we work out the simple interest, 4,500 times 6.4 over 100 times 1 year, and that equals 288. And if you pick that 288, that's the value of the interest, but that's the value of the investments. Okay, next one. So she has $5,000. It grows to 6,200. So that means we've got $1,200 interest. The difference between those two numbers equals 5,000 times 6 over 100 times the number of years, and so the number of years equals 12,000, cross multiply by 100, and then divide by 5,000 times 6 in brackets, and that equaled 4 years. Moving across. Okay, next one. Took out a loan 4,650, and what's the total amount he will pay back? So he has to pay back more than 4,650. So the only answer that's stupid is that answer, because he has to pay back more. So simple interest equals 4,650 times 7 over 100 times, now that's 28 months, so it's 28 over 12. And I haven't got my calculator with me, but the answer ends up being that number. So I'll just go and get my calculator, just hang on. Okay, so I'm back, and so it's $759.50. So that's why that answer's there, because that's the interest. And then therefore total paid back is $759.50 plus the original 4,650, and that equals $5,409.50. So if you pick that, that was probably the best wrong answer. Okay. Next one, we're out by $1 in this one, so that was a bit of a thing. So she had to pay a balance of 10%, so that was $269. What is the balance? So that's not the balance, that's the deposit, sorry. Deposit is that. And so the balance is 2,690 minus 269, and unfortunately that's the closest answer. Okay, next question. Okay, so this one here, I said to draw a triangle. So A, B, C is similar to triangle D, E, F. Okay, so then we get our similar triangles. So AB over DE there equals AB over DE equals BC over DF, so that's wrong because that was matching that side with that. Okay, change colours. Next one, AC over BC. AC over BC equals DF, that's right, over DE, so that's wrong, not matching up the sides. Okay, AC over DE, so AC, beg your pardon, go back. So AC over DE, well they're not matching up, and so you're only left with one left. Okay. AB over DE, that matches up, equals BC over EF. So that's the reason why. Okay, 6 has gone to 18 by multiplying by 3. So the answer, so a triangle is in large, so it's has a scale factor of 3. Next question. Okay, so AB has been reduced. using a scale factor of 0.5. Okay, so we've got to multiply by 0.5. 0.8, which is the answer D. Okay, so here, the class group size, so how big are the groups? So from 35 to 40, 40 to 45, the groups are in groups of 5. Okay, what are we trying to find? The median. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 scores. So the middle is 10 and 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's those two numbers. So it's 64. Okay, relative frequency of a white Holden. White Holden is 6, and there's 37 cars. So it's going to be 6 out of 37. Okay. Okay, so you've got a mean, a mode, and a median, and which one is definitely correct? So if you add an extra score of 50, the only thing that is definitely correct is that the mean will increase. The median could be the same, you don't know how many numbers are in the set. The mode could be the same, so the only answer that's definitely correct. Okay, last one's about bias. So surveying the parents who pay school fees, that's ridiculous. Love to survey the teachers who like to dance. So you're only left with these two. So which one is the only one to eliminate bias? Would be this one, because year 9s would be biased to a certain style. Okay, so that's the end of that one. Alright, so next one we've got is the questions. This was covered on a practice video. Okay, if you have 3 numbers with a mean of 3, that means that the total score is 9. So if you have a mode of 2, okay, so we've got 3 scores. You have a mode of 2. So we've got 2 scores of 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, and a 5 is 9. Okay, we have 3 numbers with mean of 7. So 3 times 7 equals 21. So we've got 3 numbers. It's a mode of 10, so we need 2 10s and a score of 1. Okay, next question. Yeah, matching up shoe sizes. So shoe sizes are numbers, and they only come in sizes like 6, 6.5, 7, so they are discrete. Foot sizes are numbers, but they are continuous measurements. Hair colours, there's no order to hair colours, so they're categories and nominal, and ranking your love of mathematics has an order. Coming across next. Okay, next question from the data, give 4 different types. So for instance, you could have said that the range was 10, you could have said that the mode was 11, you could have said that the score of, for instance, 2, or any other score of 2 has a frequency of 2. You could have calculated the median, which was the 6th and the 7th score, divided by 2, which was 9.5. You could have said that the distribution was slightly negative skewed. And you could have said that the mean was 90 divided by 12. You could have said that. So any one of those 4 statements you could have said. Okay, next thing is the class centre. So we add those numbers and divide by 2. So get 154, 159, 164, 169, 174. And then to get the mean, you multiply. So I'm just copying these down off my answers. 94, 845, 348, and 2962, and there were 18 numbers. So I've completed the table and find the mean. So the mean was 2962 divided by 18, which is 164.6. Now this question here confused a lot of people. These are measurements, they're not discrete numbers. So the most common wrong answer you said was 152, but we're measuring a girl's height, and what number could go into 152? And the answer is, the lowest number is 151.5, because you're measuring things, you don't have exact numbers. The shape of this distribution, 2, 4, 8, 5, 1, so it's like that, so it's a normal, it's symmetrical. we could say normal. And the last part, which was the frequency histogram. So I won't go into all of it, but you had to have a frequency and your class center. And so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 154, 159, 64, 69, 74. So I'm just doing it roughly. You should do it accurately. Dun, dun. One. So that's the histogram, and then the polygon just joins the center of the blocks. Okay, and that's that part done. Okay, next question, stem and leaf, find the lowest scores. This is pretty straightforward. Check the colours. The lowest score is 18. The mean is add up all those numbers and it added up to 376 and then 13 numbers, so 28.92 to 2 decimal places, or you could put 28.9. C, the median is the 7th score, which was a 31. The mode, there were 2 modes, 32 and 39. The range was 39 minus 18 equals 21, and the shape was negatively skewed. Okay, next question. Okay, so now we've got this constructed stem and leaf, back-to-back stem and leaf. Okay, using 5 group interval sizes. So 1, 2, 2 star, 3, 3 star. I'll put the females on the right, the males there. So there's 6, 9 and 8s, that's the lowest. And then the girls are 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. And the boys are 0, 1, 1, 1, 4. And there's a 31-year-old and a 35. So that's the stem and leaf. And compare and contrast, you had to do various statements. So you could have had any of these following. So you could have said, well, I'll just give you the stats, and then, so in the range for males was 17. So you could have said that the range for males was bigger than the range for females. You can't just simply state, you had to make a comparison. The mode was 21 and 22, so you could say the females had a bigger mode, or you could have said that they're similar. The mean was 23.9 versus 21.0. So you can say, you could have said that the mean for the boys is higher than the girls. The median was 21 as compared to 22. So you could have said that again, that the median for the girls was slightly higher than the boys. So you just had to not only state it, but you had to make a comparison. Okay. Next question. Which of these isn't? Which of these aren't? Okay, so we're looking for one of the rules. So we've got 6, 10, 45, 3, 5, 45. So these guys are in direct comparison. So the triangle B. So what's happened is this has been scaled up by 2 to get that. And so we used SAS. Okay, next question. Okay, doing the proof. So introduce the triangles for triangle A, B, C, and triangle QPC. Reason number 1, angle BCA equals angle QCP. Vertically opposite angles are equal equal. So vertical opposite angle equal. 3, next reason, the angle at A equals the angle at Q. The reason is alternate angles are equal for parallel lines. Next one is angle B equals angle P. Angle B equals angle P. There's alternate angles again, same reason. Or you could say, once you've got two A's, then you automatically have three A's. And so the conclusion is triangle ABC is similar to triangle QPC, and the reason is AAA. Okay, next question. Okay, so this one, again, I didn't mark this one, so I'll just assume a lot of people had troubles with it. A, E, D, triangles A, G, F. So the sides were 5, 2, 3. And the next one was 5 plus H, 5I, and then 8 plus H, 5 plus J, and K. So first thing we do is do the first one. So 5 plus H over 5 equals 5 over 3, the scaling ratio. Cross multiply, 5 plus H equals 25 over 3. So H equals 25 over 3 minus 5, which gave us 10 over 3. So that's the first one. Next one, I over 2 equals 5 over 3, the scaling ratio. So I equals 5 times 2 over 3, so that's 10 over 3. So that's the I's done. Next one, 5 plus J over 5, 5 plus J over 5 equals 8 plus 10/3 over 5 plus 10/3. So 5 plus J. Simplify that, and you get 34 on 25. So 5 plus J equals, multiplied by 5, cross multiply, and you end up with 34 on 5. So J equals 34 on 5 minus 5 equals 9/5. And the last one, K over I, K over I, which is 10/3, equals 5 plus J over 5. So 5 plus J is 9/5 over 5. That number, that's a 5 there, is 35 on 25. So K equals 34 on 25 times 10/3, cross multiply, and that equals 68 over 15. Okay, so that was a hard question. Okay, next. Come on. Rightio. So we've got similar triangles. So we had to assume that there are right angles there, a common angle, and that equals that. So that's why they're similar triangles. So they're similar because of AAA. So you've got a common angle, a corresponding angle, and we got two corresponding angles. You've got a corresponding angle there, and you've got a corresponding angle there. Something like that. And then to finish it off, x is the height of the tree. So x over 1.5 equals 2 over 15. So x equals 2 over 15 times 1.5 equals 11.25 meters. Okay, next question. Okay, so these are the money questions. How many months? Okay, this is not quite, I think they were quarters. Hang on. Okay, so I've left out a question with Sophia taking out a car loan. So this is the last question, and I'll come back to the previous one. Okay, so Cordelia's question. Cordelia and Sophie. So, how many months is 60 months? Part B, deposit is 10% of 35,000 equals 3,500. The balance that you still owe, 35,000 minus 33,500. So you have 35,500. D, the interest is 31,500 times 5% times 5 years, so $7,875 is the interest. D, total owed is you still owe the balance and now you owe the interest, 7,875, so you owe 39,375, and the monthly payment 39375 divided by 60 months, so it's $656.25, and the last part, total paid, is you had a $35,000 loan and you had $7,875 interest, so you paid $42,875. Okay, so this question I left out was to do, and sorry about this, so it's Sophia, $12,500 loan, part A, 1.3% per quarter for 5 years, and the second one was 5.5% per annum for 54 months. So first part said how many quarters in 5 years. So the answer is 5 years have 4 quarters, so you have 20 quarters. The next question said how many years in 54 months. So you have 54 divided by 12, so it's 4.5 years. Next question asked calculate the interests for both parts. So interest 1 was 12,500 times 1.3% times 20 quarters, which was 3,250. Interest 2 was 12,500 times 5.5% times 4.5 years, which was $3,093.77. Total. So the total of the loan was $15,750. Total loan was $15,593.77. So therefore option 2 is better because loan is less. And the last part of the question, how much did you save, is the difference between them, so it's $156.25. That's it. Bye. Okay, so I think I just paused. So the first question was how many quarters in 5 years? So it's 5 times 4 is 20. Next one was how many years in 54 months? 4.5 years. The first interest was $3,250. So the total was that. Second interest was $3,093. So the total was that. So option 2 is better because the loan is less. And how much did you save? $156.25. Okay, that's it. Bye.